Hey Aries, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your December through January, your Yule time general reading here. So, in your meditation, I saw the image of a mountain lion and which is a sun energy. And I saw this mountain lion go and sort of wrap its body around with its, clinging on with its claws and then wrapping its body around this sort of pointed tower um, of stone. And I saw this tower, grow and grow. But for every little bit that the tower grew, the mountain lion was bigger. it just, and I saw the words, um, cling to the potential, cling to the potential. Like I saw it clinging on with its claws there. I got this very clear sense from that meditation that because I feel like it was an aspect of the tower, like from the tarot, which is about big change, sudden change, enlightenment as well, perspective shift. I got the sense that, the lion is such a powerful animal energy. It's able to, confront anything without fear. It's all about confidence and perspective and that blind faith and belief that it is going to be able to overcome and make the best out of anything and everything it comes across, which is why I feel like it's like cling to the potential. Um, Anything can happen, but if you can see the potential in it, you're ahead. So I feel like that's a wonderful animal for you, Aries. Um, for this time, you're coming through as the starfish, is your animal. So this is really cool because this does speak of an aspect of wish fulfillment. It is Gemini energy, though, water and air energy, which is about, love based choices over fear based choices, but it's also about how things appear versus how they actually are and where you put your emphasis. I have a feeling for you guys that not just slow and steady wins the race, but the more that you are able to look at things in a larger picture and plan for the long term and put your focus on small gains that can lead to big dividends, your world is going to look very, very different. You are going to be standing on top of a mountain that is made up of all the little things you did along the way to get there. It's not made from large chunks and big, power moves and, things happening quickly. It's actually made out of the little things, the day-to-day choices that you make, the potential that you see in an apparent disadvantage. It's something about that it feels like you're really stepping into the true magic of your emperor self, which sees, you know, who sees possibility where others might see disadvantage. Really cool. So you are coming through as the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. This makes all the sense in the world to me because the Queen of Pentacles, her tagline, which she teaches us, is the more we're grateful for what we already have, the more we'll manifest to be grateful for. So it's about an abundance mindset, right? An abundance mindset. The fact that you're coming in like that for this season, it's almost like it's an aspect of everything you touch is gold, but it's almost like not just that. You're transmuting things like other people's trash, other people's negative thoughts. You're able to take those and find the good in it, find the use in it, find the resource available within something that other people would see as like completely not worth the time. Fascinating. I see it like in an image of like someone like building something like from found parts and then creating a masterpiece that goes on to like change the world. It's really cool. And it's because your attitude is right. It's because your perspective's on point. So nothing can really get you down and nothing can really deter you. It's an incredibly powerful place to be, Leo. Or see, I called you Leo. I know you're Aries, but it is a Leo energy that's present for you in this way because that lion, right? It's that confidence, it's that fortitude that, you know, this tower can grow and grow, but I'm going to be bigger as it grows. Like anything that I come across, I will surmount it because I believe I will. That is very much Leo energy. And I love that it's coming through your strategic genius as an Aries. Because Aries energy and Leo energy, when they come together, whew, that is powerful indeed. I love it. So in your place of challenge, you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. Interesting. The other of the fires. This is about balance and patience. And we were talking about this, in terms of, the timing and little things that build up to bigger things. But I feel like for you, I'm really, really drawn to the fact that there's this water here kind of falling on this flame, and this is coming up in your place of challenge. I feel like for you, there is a bit of I don't want to say danger. It's kind of a light warning to kind of look at, not overdoing it during this season. Remember that, it's really good to reset yourself, cleanse your mind, clear your body, and just allow yourself to come from a place of balanced and focused decisions. It just feels like you are so fired up and so focused on something, or connected with an aspect of you that you really want to manifest in the new year, that you can forget to kind of like take your time getting to where you're going. Um, which it almost feels like you're just being called to remember what season it is. Do as nature does, let your leaves fall and connect with the stillness as it's available, because spring will be here soon enough in the northern hemisphere, right? So just something to think about. Just something to think about. Advice. King of Swords. So this is about clarity of mind and intention, using your words well. I feel like this is really, really apt for you, because the energy does feel incredibly fiery. And sometimes the swords can come in and temper and help us, stay connected to our why, stay connected to why we're doing what we're doing, stay connected to why something is important to us, stay connected to why we're choosing the words that we are, why we feel the need to communicate something. This came up in Libra's reading too, I think. But when communicating something, I love that quote where it says, ask yourself three things before you say what's on your mind. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? And I feel like that's what the King of Swords lives by. Always those three questions here. And I feel like, especially as an Aries, you guys really, with that fiery energy, you do have a way of speaking to the point in a blunt way. And hey, no shade on that. Like it's a beautiful thing, actually. I think. But it doesn't always get you to where you want to be as seamlessly as, enacting a little bit of discernment and dimming that fire a bit long enough to kind of access that air objectivity and think through how what you're going to say is going to be received. Because you can say something all day long to someone, but they are not going to hear it unless and until they're in a place to. And you can help facilitate that by choosing your words from a place of discernment. This is also a conversation I feel like you're having with yourself, where you are enacting your own editing system and really looking at, what is helping you internally with the way that you think and the thoughts that you project, and what isn't, and really making some edits around that. So it's good. It's like you're being your own coach in some way, which is really nice. So in your place of victory, you have Justice. Really stunning. So this is Libra energy. Didn't I just bring up the Libra reading? You might want to watch the Libra reading. Synchronicity there. So this is really stunning, because Justice speaks of, everything being right and fair, but there's also a balance that is very similar to Temperance here, with that two, parts to something. And the fact that this is coming in your place of victory really says to me that you are coming out of this, or you have the potential to come out of this time period very securely seated, and not just where you're meant to be, but very, very focused on the ins and outs of where you want to be, what you're doing, and how you're going to get there. It just feels like something that has maybe been out of alignment for you, unfair, or has been delayed, or something that wasn't quite lining up for you. Through this time, you're able to come out and really experience a greater sense of equilibrium than you have before, which is stunning. We're cats here, by the way. Now, in your place of outcome, this is really, 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 really exciting. You have the Six of Swords here, which is about inner peace through a time of transition. This little sugar glider is just taking this leap of faith and trusting that it's going to fall on the hilt of the sword as opposed to the blade. So it's about trusting in your path, taking that leap of faith, because you just know. You just know. You have that confidence where you're going to land on the hilt of that sword, because you just have this deep-seated sense of being where you're meant to be. And it's really funny because sugar gliders jump in here, and then we have the Fool right here with the grasshopper, which is fresh, brand new start, new beginning, free of the baggage, grasshoppers can only move forward, they don't move backwards. So there's this beautiful sense of coming out of this time really excited about something, moving forward. It is very distinct movement. And I really like too that you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, because we're talking again about patience and trusting that the seeds that you've sown will bear fruit. And I feel like this is a very unique and lovely take on it, because they're hooking horns back here, and I feel like this is you. Remember when I said that your perspective is really your masterpiece here, and where other people see problems, you see potential, and it's clinging on to the potential. That is clinging on to the potential. You're looking at the gold of what could be, while others are hooking horns. It's really, really good, Aries. It's like your personal genius around that. It's like you are the entrepreneur of your own life. And I love it for you. It's very, very exciting about where you could go as a result of this time period. So your Yule oracle here is Forest, number 15, which equates to 6, which is a repeating number for you in this reading, because Gemini energy is the 6th key. The Lovers is a 6th key in the major arcana, and you've got the 6 of Swords here. It is without question a place of mystery. Whispers of power you've forgotten. Let thy strength crawl from beneath the ground and remind you, dear child, you are magic. I absolutely love this for you. It's interesting because I do feel like there's an aspect of this where you're being coached to go and reclaim those parts of you, those youthful, energetic parts of you that really believe that anything was possible. And that is going to be the key to your perspective that you take into this time that's going to lead you to these new places. It's really, really beautiful. And when you think about a forest and the time that it takes to grow these trees, this also speaks of building a stronger foundation, remembering that success takes time with your 7 of Pentacles here. And it's about being consistent in your efforts, gathering your resources, planning. You've got a very fixed, in a good way, a fixed view of where you want to be and what you want to achieve and what you desire for yourself. But again, it's not about something that happens overnight. It's really about something that is built to last, right? This beautiful Pentacles energy here, and here with the Queen of Pentacles as well. So this is very much a positive sign that you'll be recognized for your efforts and your commitment, but it's not about, taking risks and doing the most. It's just about those little things again that make up that tower, the small choices that you make. And then once you get to the end of this time period, you're going to be primed and ready to make bigger moves because you're going to be prepared for it. So remember, enact patience with this Temperance could be a bit of a challenge here. Take your time and enjoy the process. It's a beautiful thing, Aries. I'm excited for you to see where you're going to go and enjoy this time. This is a time to be enjoyed. This feels very much like you're building something, you're planning something, you're manifesting, you're living in that dreamscape. I'm very excited for you because it just feels like you are in you are the Emperor, but you're really in your Emperor era. And it really, really fully realized and informed. I'm here for it. It's like your unique magic. So it's really beautiful. It feels like you're quite in alignment with your sign, which is really all you can ask for, I think. With that being said, Aries, I am wishing you a very happy and full Yule season. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, let me know in the comments. I love reading your comments. I read through every single one of them. Thank you so much for the kind words and messages I got on the latest This Is Me video I posted. If you haven't seen it, I would love if you could go take a look and leave me a comment over there as well. Let me know what you think about my news. I'm really excited to get more into it into the new year. And with that being said, again, just thank you guys so much, every single one of you watching, for being here. I so, 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 so appreciate it. And with that being said, just again, thank you. But most of all, Aries, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.